a big imagination, and you know what? Like, I think it's good that they left it like an opener, because what if the director and the scriptwriter decided to go down a darker path after that? You know, then it would fuck up the whole concept of the movie. You know, or maybe they would make a sequel like where his second life and he tries to better himself. But then it wouldn't be like
Yeah.
the first one. It's just gonna be like a continuous of his life. You know, but there's nothing special about that. You know, because what made the movie special was he was a bad person, suffered a lot because of his bad choices, becomes good. Well, hopefully he becomes good,
I wouldn't say he became
and
good. I would say he just
well, he
he
has the
recognized how
opportunity
bad he
to.
was. That's what I would say it was. He recognized how bad he was and
Yeah,
he decided to change. Like he learned
hmm
his lesson. That's what I feel happened to him.
yeah, and you know, and definitely because think about it, look, he was feeling guilty. Why do you think his dream became a nightmare? Because he was feeling guilty because he felt
Yeah.
regret. You know, and people who feel regret and guilt, that's a good indicator that they care. You know, so that's like the symptoms that he's becoming slightly bit better because an asshole wouldn't feel guilty about it
Yeah.
because it was eating him inside. Like the fact that that woman killed herself.
Well, she actually
You
tried to
know,
kill
because
both
he
of
was.
them.
Yeah, but he felt bad about it because you know, like he kind of put her in that crazy scenario because he was taking advantage of her,
Yeah.
and that's why she kept on hunting him throughout the movie, popping
Yeah.
up in little flash scenes. And also, it's kind of funny because I saw this movie with my aunt, and she actually has like a major in psychology, and she did not expect that ending. You want to know what she thought? She thought that David was developing schizophrenia symptoms, which is kind of true because I think the movie tries to throw that in and tries to make you think that he's becoming schizophrenic
I kind of thought that he was a
because
little
he's
bit crazy, but at the same time, I thought he was kind of dreaming a little bit. Like, because at the start he's dreaming. There's like a lot of references to dreaming, so.
yeah, and there was like symbolisms, like for instance, I think there's a scene where that dwarf guy talks to him when he is bailing him out, and then you know he says, "Wake up, David," and then all you hear is like a bell go off, like ding, ding, like as soon as he says the word "Wake up, David," you know, and they're just throwing like little hints, which I didn't like. Like I
I
thought
kind
they
of
could
didn't
have
understand
let
a lot
that
of it
out of
though,
the movie.
because I don't know. There's just so many weird things about that movie. Like, he went into a mopey state because he never saw Sophia again. He could have seen her again. All he had to do was go and see her again.
Yeah, but you know how people like certain people react to things differently. You know, not everyone's the same. hmm
The other thing is, I don't think
But
she ended up
yeah,
with his best friend because when she went to the funeral, like, you know,
maybe it was too much for her. You know, maybe because when she found out that he killed himself, you know, like that's kind of like a boner
well,
killer.
did he really kill himself?
In a way, technically, yeah,
Oh,
because the movie clarifies that he all overdoses.
oh, okay. So he actually did overdose. Yeah. Actually, yeah, he
Yeah.
did because he took a bunch of pills and a bunch of alcohol. Oh crap! I was trying to shoot at the plant, thinking I was a plant. Uh, I've been thinking I was a zombie. Zombie last game. I hate when that happens. And quite often, unfortunately, that happens to me.
And the jacket, that's a beautiful movie too. It's a little creepy. No, it's not creepy, but it's weird because there's
The
an awkward
jacket?
scene in the movie that I don't want to say because if you ever see it, I don't want to fucking ruin it for you right now. But yeah, I need to think of a way to explain this movie without ruining spoilers. Don't watch the trailer because the trailer is so stupid. The trailer makes it seem like it's like us. scary thriller. There's nothing scary about the movie. It's, it's just more like a. I mean, it has a little bit of dark themes with like little hints. I mean, like little tiny things but they're minor. It's not horror. It's more like a thriller, but a drama, psychological thriller. Yeah, but yeah, it's about a guy who was a good guy, and he suffered when he was in the army. Um, he was trying to save a kid's life because he thought that this kid needed help. Turns out that kid was one of those kids that worked with some type of soldiers because you know how in some countries
Child
how they have
soldier.
kids. Yeah, yeah, because you know how they have in some countries how kids are soldiers too. You know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, well, he was trying to help this kid out, but he didn't know that the kid was 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 the bad guy, and the kid took out a gun and shot him in the corner of his head, and he miraculously survived, but he suffered a lot of like memory problems that were only temporarily, and then
Yeah.
he got his life back together
Here's my
again
old pepperoni.
finally, and then
Yeah.
one day he's driving down a road. And this is in the beginning of the movie, so it's not really a spoiler. So he's driving down the road, and he sees that someone has a flat, I think, or someone's having some type of problem, and he goes, actually, no, never mind. Actually, no, it's the other way around. It's he was walking outside by himself, I think in the snow or something, because I didn't think that he had a car, and he was trying to get a ride, so then he got a ride from someone, but it turns out that someone was actually a criminal that was wanted, so that guy ends up tricking him and tells him to walk outside because there was a cop coming, and the cop basically stops him. So then the guy walks outside, I think, and the bad guy ends up pointing the gun at him, and the main character freaks out and he slips on the ice because it's snowing outside, and he falls to the ground and he hits himself at that sensitive part of his head where he got shot a long time ago, and it opened up, and he was like bleeding out, and he basically suffered that same issue again, and his whole memory got knocked out. But when he knocked out, that bad guy, there was a cop that pulled him over, and he basically shot the cop, and he threw the gun at that guy, which is the main character, and it makes it look like if he killed the cop, and then he trips himself, and basically the court thinks that he's guilty for murdering a cop, but he didn't do anything wrong, you know, and he doesn't remember anything because he's dumb. And so they send him to a psycho place, and some weird stuff starts happening. And it has a little bit of romance in it, but that's it. But it's a little romance because you have to throw a little bit of in there to make it a little bit. But it's not. But what I liked about the jacket is that it's not like Vanilla Sky, where it's like so romanticized. Like I feel like they were trying to make it into that love thing, but they ended up like not getting so into that love thing. And it has a good ending, and I was like, oh well, that's good. I mean, it's sweet. It's throughout the whole movie, you feel like Shane is like that guy's a good person. He's a good person. Just shitty stuff happens to him. Oh, I talked too much, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was listening to you. It's okay.
I know, thank you. It's just that I don't know why right now. I just felt really weird, like this weird feeling that I haven't felt in forever. But I don't. Have you ever? Well, I'm gonna try to describe it. I don't like describing it because it's weird. Because I tried to describe it before. It's kind of hard. Have you ever had that feeling where, like, your face and your head feels numb, but it also feels like it's growing constantly, and it's growing? It's like it's such a weird, surreal, nasty feeling. That's why
Well,
I'm
I
like
always sleep
constantly
on my
touching my
arm
head.
anyway, so I always feel like my arm is numb, and it is.
Well, no, like I'm sleeping normally, but like I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. And I felt this feeling before when I was a kid. I should Google this stuff because I mean, I wonder what this is actually. Like, I wonder if it's some type of like psychological thing or if it's something physical. Like, but yeah, I felt like I've had moments like this when I was a kid too, and I'm feeling like this. I remember one time I had this feeling when I was a kid, but I was really scared because I didn't know what it was, so I was crying a lot, and I was panicking, and my dad came up to me, and my dad was like, "What's wrong?" And I just told him, and I was like, I feel like something in me is growing, but I didn't know how to describe it back then because I was a kid, so I said that I felt like it was like a bunch of hay, like a bunch of hay or like a bunch of twigs. You know, like hay, like hay, which is like grass, but it's yellow or something small like that, and it's just constantly expanding into this huge ball thing, and I just felt like something was just growing so huge that it's overwhelming, that it's just, I don't know. That's weird. It's not like anxiety, when you feel tightness in your chest and you feel like you can't breathe. It's not that. It's a weird physical feeling you feel. It's nothing emotional. It's just physical, and it gets me panicky, a little edgy. So I'm like, what the hell is this feeling? Like, I felt it right now, but it's going away. Or I think it's almost gone away. And my dad, he would try to comfort me, and I would put my head on him, and he would hold onto my head and be like, and then he would just be like, it's okay. Nothing's gonna hurt you. So it's weird. What is growing pains? Wait, I'm growing. I'm growing right now, Charles. Yay. I'm getting older. I'm gonna be an old man. Says the woman who's 40 years younger than me.
That makes perfect sense.
Charles, we've been through this. You know that I'm like 56 going on 57, right?
Oh, okay. Then I must be 85 going on 90.
No. Haven't you heard that feeling, Charles? You're as old as you feel. How do you feel? I feel old as fuck. I feel like I'm 80 years old, and I want to fucking die already. That's how I feel. I feel like,
Damn,
yeah,
man.
I've had enough. You know, I feel like I'm wise, but I have a little bit of a child in me too. Like I'm two things. I'm two people. One is one is very caring and warm and innocent, and the other one is, like wise and who has learned a lot. Because I've learned from pain and I've learned
You're
from
as
other
old as you
people's pain.
feel. I feel ancient.
Then we both are ancient.
Nice. Ancient
At least we're not
dinosaur.
alone. We're not alone. You're not alone, Charlie. There must be a comfort to know that. I hope it is. Because it comforts me, a bit, because, like, for people like me, this really does mean something, but like small things. I guess that's why I like Vanilla Sky, because, like, I mean, it kind of focuses on that, like, the small things. It's the small things that, matter. It's the things that you say, it's how you feel, it's how you, treat the world, you know, treat the world carelessly, and that shit happens to you. Treat the world good, try to, even if you're feeling pain inside of it, you still try your best to, like, to just make someone's day less shitty. Come on, you girl, it makes a little difference. Cha-cha. No, I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I randomly feel like sending a picture of my nipple.
Oh my god, that is so random.
It's because like we're all so serious. We're getting all emotional. Well, I'm getting emotional now. So like I need something to break the ice.
Well, once you start playing politics, you'll be but I really liked the movie. I thought it was a good movie. It made me think. And you know what? When was the last time I watched a movie? Actually, the last time I watched a movie was... Wait. Yeah, what was it?
Really? And you fucking fell asleep. Yeah. Honestly, I was so happy you didn't fall asleep in the movie.
No, I actually think this is the thing. You told me the right time. The right time to say I woke up.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to do. I was like, shit, should I go to? Should I work an extra shift? But then, and we see the guy later, she might knock out. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to
To be
work.
honest, if it had been last time when we watched Annie, we watched Annie late my time. I don't know what time it was, but it was late for me. So I had already seen the movie, plus I had already had the whole day, so I was already kind of like...
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Let's not discuss that.
Motions. Did you know that sharks was?
Wow, really? You want to bring motions into this? Let's not bring him into this. Let's not bring
No, what? How about I take 35 minutes to tell him? Yeah.
I don't want to.
I'll take an hour, and then I won't even tell him the whole thing. I'll just tell him like just a hint, like a hint, and it won't even be a hint. I would even give it out. It would just be something random.
Yeah, random.
But honestly, but those porn pop-ups did cheer me up too. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, I love the movie Vanilla Sky, but I mean, you know, but I love it that, you know, like it opens up some old things, some old feelings, you know.
I hate this rock
You know. So yeah, so those porn pop-ups helped me. Especially that one of that woman in the shower, like taking a shower, and she was like broad, you know, like broadcasting live. Or supposedly it was like live. She was like taking a shower, and it was HD. Like I was tempted to just watch that. Like yeah, just kind of watching the
You're
sky.
you're supposed to be watching the movie with me. What the hell?
And let me just put myself on mute and.
Wow.
That's just joking. That's just joking.
I just want to let you know that I am actually cool with that now.
Oh shit. Okay, like. What?
Don't worry.
Fuck
No,
life.
I don't think anyone is fucking watching. Oh god, I see. Let me stop swearing.
Okay, well, let's just pretend we were talking about clapping and pigeons and pop-ups of college educations, you know.
Yep, that's all.
And I met a woman taking a shower because it was like a cleaning commercial. It was like she was cleaning the shower.
I don't want to be mean to my team, but I don't feel my team was very good. Well, actually, no, let me take that back. I wasn't very good because I wasn't even trying to disarm the gnomes. I was just like, let me kill people.
You know that chick I plays Nebula? And Guardian?
What chick that does what?
That chick that plays that character Nebula? In Guardians, Nebula, which is like that blue chick that's bald, that's like with no hair. That's kind of like a villain slash not villain.
All I know is that there was some girl who was in something, and she had to be all blue, and then she had to stop doing that job like an actress. She had to stop doing that job because that blue paint was getting into her skin and causing her liver damage. It was like actually killing her.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know that. But yeah, but definitely like her. Well, I don't know if that's the war you're talking about, but the girl from Guardians, that blue chick. Well,
okay, that's a different thing.
She took that movie serious. So since she plays Nebula, and Nebula has no hair, and she actually shaved off her whole head and she made herself bald, just for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Just so she could like.
Because.
Yeah, but she looked really girly, and she had like a really, like, she looked like a type of woman that would have to have good hair, you know, like wow. and then to see her without it, you know,
That's
it's like, damn. It's like, cause when you see her without the makeup, like she looks like a girly girl, and I was like, I don't know, like I always thought she would be girly girl.
All she needs to do is give it a couple months to grow a little bit of hair, braid her hair, and then she can wait for an extension. You obviously haven't seen the black study.
Yeah, and she wears like wigs. Yeah.
If
She
you go on
wears
YouTube
wigs in
and
the
then watch
interviews.
a lot of the black YouTubers, you're gonna be introduced to a whole new life of wigs, hair extensions.
Oh,
I think in America you call them wigs.
Yeah. No, we call them hair extensions too.
Hair extensions and wig wigs. You will be introduced to a whole.
I know nothing about girly stuff. I don't know anything. All I know is I get my hair cut, and I'm so bad with like getting my hair cut. I don't even know what to say to them. I just walk in. I'm like, can you cut my hair? Can you make it a fade? Just cut it. And then when they ask me questions, yeah, on the sides, but for them to leave my hair on top, like not extremely long, but not extremely short, because I like to comb my hair a little bit, you know. But like you know, like then they get confused because they're like, okay, and they ask me a bunch of questions like, yeah, true. But and then they always ask me, oh, what do you want me to, you know, cut it round or square in the back of your head? And I just tell them like, what, you know, like whatever you think is better, you know, like I trust you. And one time I told this to a hair person, and I didn't tell them how I wanted my hair, and I just said, just give me something that you think looks good, and I didn't like it. And I was like, I was like, and then yeah, and this young woman that cut my hair last time, like a month, like maybe 2 weeks ago, she messed up on my hair a lot.
Oh yeah, I think you told me. Wait, no.
She was young.
Last
she was
time
young.
You told me that it was Jose who messed up your hair, so you told me.
Oh yeah, no, that was like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 5, yeah, 4. That was a long time ago. That was like back in the model days when I was wasting money.
Oh, was it? Yeah, you're right. That was it. Damn it, you're still wasting money on anything. What are you talking about?
No, I was tempted to buy Plants vs. Zombie money, but I did not. But I need to buy a battery for my taser, because I need it to work, just in case.
Oh, who gave you the taser, your mom?
You know, it was my dad, because he knows that I'm always biking, so he doesn't want anybody to mug me one day.
It's so weird that your mom doesn't give you this thing. She is a cop after all.
Yeah, but my dad gave it to me, because my dad bought himself a bigger one. Yeah, she does, but she worries about me for like a few minutes, and then she starts thinking about herself, and then she forgets about me. That's usually how it is. That's fine, Pitcher. You will be my mom.
Oh god.
I'm just joking.
Now I have a fear of chocolate. Okay, today, right? Today, I was playing this game with my oh my god. He was a chopper and he killed me so many times it was painful. Now I'm afraid of choppers. I was already afraid of him, but now I'm really scared of choppers. Especially
so Hopeless killed you a lot?
He killed me so many times.
Ugh.
Now I'm super scared of disco choppers. You know what? He killed me so many times that I quit playing, and I just did that trick. Did I ever show you the trick where you can bounce into the roof of the house in the garden? Like in your backyard? Did I ever show you that?
Oh wait, is it that tall one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you, and then I tried shooting you with a pirate, and with the pirate bird, and I couldn't reach.
I couldn't take it anymore, so you know what I did? I turned it to a freaking thing, and I just jumped up.
You were feeling bad?
It killed me a billion times, bro. A billion
Hug,
times.
hug shutters, it's okay.
I killed him a
I'm
few
glad that you
times,
did that. But
but
I'm glad that you did that though. That you quit and you left because that shows that you want to calm yourself down. That's good.
no, I was getting tired of
Hug.
being I didn't She's so good, Jumper.
Yeah, I'm horrible sometimes. Sometimes I press the button and I feel like it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Like, you have to get it exactly right to eat them. A little loud.
What?
No, my TV was a little loud. Did you hear music?
Okay.
Well, we're being dominated by this loud.
So, have you seen any kids lately?
No, not till the night.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't think right now. Let me check what day it is. It was like 3 days the other day. Tuesday. And then all those people. I'm gonna say that once.
I just want you to don't kiss for me one day. One kiss. Peace. And you only have to tell them it was for me.
Wait, what did you say?
Right? Yeah, like you don't even have to tell them that I said that to them. Just say it. Just tell them one day. Just one kid. Just call the kid by the kid's name and be like,
are you actually gonna come and play?
yeah, I'm just looking at it. You miss me and plants.
Wow. Oh god, I hate zombies. I mean, I hate.
I know what you're thinking.
Zombies.
You're like, I need you, David, because I need you to suck so you make me look good.
No. Just me. Okay, now
I'm on your six.
oh, dude, I didn't even see that. Alright. He shoot up there. Plants are really
Captain Catastrophe.
Which animals do you like? Besides Alien,
I like
curious.
all the anime movies. I like Turbo.
I think I've only seen one, but I don't remember it, much of it.
You watched two?
I don't remember. All I know is I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never sit through the whole thing. Maybe we should see Kill Bill one day.
What about Pulp
Is it like
Fiction?
action
Huh?
comedy?
Pulp Fiction.
A long time ago, bits and pieces. Maybe on YouTube I've seen like those famous clips of it.
Oh my god, those are classic movies, so... Okay, you know Coffee is a good cat, you know.
No, I don't know. Sorry, bitches. How about you teach me it?
Okay, we're gonna have to watch Kill Bill.
Spicy tomatoes.
Feels like something to say. The first one was my favorite. First one. That little creature.
All I know is I've seen the picture of her with a knife.
You mean a
And all I
sword?
remember is and then a phone ringing, and then it zooms into the phone.
Man, that movie was so cool.
Dun, 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 dun. You wanna know what movie I've seen?
What?
Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Or Fat Bastard, you know? Get into my belly.
You actually like that movie?
Like,
I thought those movies were
I saw them when I was a kid, so yeah,
Yeah.
definitely it's nostalgic for me. Watching them now again, I don't know, like they're just like scary movies, you know. And these
Scary?
scary movies, like no, like haven't you ever heard of those little spoofs? Scary movies,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
those comedy horror movies.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I like some of them, but the older ones.
Wait, what was I? Was I a zombie or a plant? I just instantly forgot. Oh yeah, I was a zombie.
Zombie.
I just got royally dominated by the plants.
I'm helping you. I'm just I don't pop up on the player list, but I'm helping you.
Wow. They are quite beautiful. Look at those little plants. They are adorable. I hate the rock pea shooter. He did well with that rock pea shooter though, very well. Personally, not my favorite creature. We got absolutely dominated. Let me see here. Oh, I kind of like that, the scientist. Cookies. Oh, okay, I got this. I don't want to play this anymore. Okay, let me get out of here.